Good morning, Max.
Max!
Milk!
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie!
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties!
What?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
Huh?
You know, you gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie!
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying and fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room would be on your side.
Max, really? Nobody needs to fly today. Nick, what is with that look in your eye?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Nick!
December 29th, 10 in the morning, District Court, courtroom number 2.
Let's see, go take a nap. And now the case of... What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. Excuse me, I must get my cat medicated.
Why is she calm down? So?
Why did you do that? You need to check if I talk again.
The harder person that I guess. That's not should have just waited.
Well, isn't the defendant known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of those. I mean, his. I think everyone here would mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this on Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Huh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zitch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to being arrogant and annoying! Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What did she yell at like she was scared?
Well,
I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
she's back.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It'll be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time.
Okay. You may now call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here! No!
Her voice sounds like she's on the verge of tears.
Sorry to keep you from your work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. You're poor.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Okay, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
Okay, detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging houses at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Even in music. Most awkward silence ever.
One was rendered speechless.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Why do you sound so far away, Your Honor? Well, anyway, here's the autopsy report for the victim.
I had to feed my cat. The court will accept this into evidence, I think. I don't really know what you said, to be honest.
It's the victim's autopsy report.
That's fine. Blunt object, yes. Very well, Mr. Wright, you can do your thing. Judge just doesn't care
You're
about
very
this case.
distracted, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
The judge is tired of his job.
Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
Wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow's frozen in place. It stayed on the ground till the next day.
The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
Eh? What's the matter, Nick?
What happened to your assistant?
I need to take a look at the court record.
Did you need to take a look at it? Yeah, isn't the boots like wrong or something? And there's not sagging tracks, that's what it is. Mr. Gumshoe! What were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime?
If you listen to my testimony, I said all the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines.
Alright, huh?
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective! You are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
Thank you, sir.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. Ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately? Huh? That's awfully suspicious.
Did you take your cat's meds, Your Honor?
You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m.
Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole— Ah!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Okay, we'll just have to revisit this testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim bent over.
Why did that freak you out?
I thought they were talking about like how he died.
A wooden box?
That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box,
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
It's Phoenix dialogue. What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock.
This may be the only chance. Be my only chance. So I might as well ask some more questions.
I bet there was a gun in the box and it shot him. Wait, how did it say he died?
What, force trauma?
Maybe he just fell in the box. His head hit it really hard.
Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
A bottle? What is that, detective?
A bottle is what you put things inside of. It's exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper.
Pepper? What is pepper? And why in the world was it locked in a big box?
There's only one little bottle in that huge box.
I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. That's what I would think, Monkey Day.
Figured it out.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. I'm sorry.
That wasn't funny. I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now, I think. Maybe.
I guess that's all we're trying to get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is a little bottle of pepper?
Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Huh? I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Kammer, call your next witness.
I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
You must be talking about the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well.
Just imagine you're in court and you hear some young old lady screaming from the sidelines.
It'd definitely be strange.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name's Trillo Quest. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me! The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song.
Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. So what do you think?
It had a good rhythm! Go, Trillo!
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Or is he supposed to be dodging them?
He's like a ninja.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who this witness is!
Oh, don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this.
I'm not worried about you. Ah!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. The clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Max Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How could you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough! I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point.
The judge, the defense attorney here.
What a shame. It was nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why?
It's absolute proof.
So, Cat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah!
Without question, he was wearing the signature hat during practice.
He goes, ah!
If the clown was the murderer, there'd be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say for yourself?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
I like to imagine he says all that out loud and he says, okay, I guess she's the boss again today. In front of the whole court.
The clown? You're talking about Mo!
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
So then what happened?
Why the Plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It would be awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
You keep clearing your throat. It's like he's trying to throw him in.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. She's hurt by that. They should make a Phoenix Wright Telltale game. Yeah, it practically already is, so they could just make it 3D and add in some more walking stuff.
Bunch of Maya will remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess even the walking stuff would just be the investigative part, but you're just walking around.
Yeah.
It's easy money. They should have done it before Telltale failed.
Maybe one day if they have a merger between Telltale and Capcom.
Maybe they create a merger. They could just create a bunch of Capcom games and Telltale games.
Other
Street
Capcom.
Fighter.
You can't make Street Fighter into a Telltale game. It'd be awful.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. It's like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Geez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
White roses! Oh, white roses! White roses! White roses! Only one person went along. White roses!
Thank you.
White roses! I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
Why did Maya just chirp in with a random piece of advice?
Just press them on everything. You saw Max, and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right. And that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? No problems. Wait a second! There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Silk hat!
White roses, please!
Thank you.
Think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright.
Great. I'm getting shut down by a toy. Yes, I guess I have to go back. Try it again. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Matt's and the white roses. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? The monkey.
Probably the guy got killed.
That's the victim.
That's correct! If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well! Ah!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. That's what I think. Anyway. Anyone with a sense can figure this all out.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime?
I see. Seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony, and there's clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
I did the sound effect. Kong!
Kong.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got conked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, 10:30 p.m., I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't imagine you just stand around outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we'd just stand around in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix, right? We can all do without your offhanded theories.
This guy's flustered.
But this witness,
She's flustered since last case.
he's crouching under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright! Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for on the cold that night?
I'm telling you, the monkey higher than this kid.
I guess it's a girl.
guessing for one karma.
Ben and Monica are dating. Secretly.
Well, as he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. One person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
What?
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Eh? All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all the time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness was saw the defendant at the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than— Wow!
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Wait, why is he spilling the beans? Literally, the prosecutor just said it to no evidence.
Yeah, all you gotta do is not say anything.
Yeah.
He can't control his wooden mouth. Pain!
Don't volunteer things!
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain!
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
You were going to propose, you, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
Why doesn't anyone realize that Ben has like some kind of social disorder or something that allows him to only communicate through a puppet?
What are you talking about? Ben and Trillo are two different people.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. I mean, what were we talking about?
Exactly.
That's kind of weird.
Phoenix, let me see that picture of her again.
His udder is looking a little less than honorable right now.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with the cross-examination.
What was with that sigh at the end?
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that?
Why do they have that dialogue when you already hear the whole testimony where he talks about marriage?
For some reason, there are like 2 alternate timelines. One where Phoenix listens to the whole testimony without interrupting, and then another where he presses every statement.
Yeah, but like they go back and forth whether or not that's what's happening. It seems like.
It's just best not to think about it too much.
I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it. That's the truth.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring?
Oh. Engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Wow! Those 2 nearly fell out of their chairs!
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Equals bad.
It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment! The first time that a BOW!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
Going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony?
He agrees it's a historic moment for a puppet to propose to a human.
Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
What do you have against my clothes?
I planned on giving an engagement ring to Regina.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something that I can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You've got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry, really?
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during my practice, but so many times, and then I lost count, and that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snap! He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Max Galactica! When I get my hands on him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic!
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries.
Who says that?
Oh, what about this present?
So you were still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's probably about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
The judge has that dazed, confused look again. Maybe he should get out more.
Why did you really insult him?
The judge
Everyone's
just,
mad at the judge today.
the judge just took some drugs this morning that he wasn't supposed to take. Accidentally took the catnip. Supposed to do this. Trillo, do you mean if I do you mind if I show you something?
What is it? What are you talking about?
Oh, looks like there's going to be a double team me now.
Okay.
Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine. Give it back, thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said... In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right now? Here!
It sounds like Phoenix.
Rose! What's going on here?
That's Ben. Say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean like a room that they put money in? Like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey's gotta get what's coming to him.
Mr. Twist, I would prefer if you would avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey. In every sense of the word.
I see.
Money likes to go after shiniest things. Like that you can't find that gather them up.
What? Shiny things?
Trillo! When was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was, that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime.
What did you say?
Details! I need more details!
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been, taken around that time.
Ooh, ooh!
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed incredible shame.
Well, this does prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
It doesn't exercise enough.
There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance of the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
It's saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza this entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Ah!
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
I think the word you're looking for is vigilant.
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold some water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him! No, there's no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you I don't know how many times. You think you know my story's not gonna change.
You've already changed your story, stick boy.
I said sick boy.
And I'm sure it will change even more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Okay, Maya? That's why we have to keep it after him.
Yeah.
Will you read some of these lines? I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can make a mistake. Someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
And Money snatched the ring. You went chasing after him.
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
I still think that Monkey did it.
Anything's possible.
Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
My roses!
Why roses?
My roses! Please!
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wyatt, you didn't have to join in, did you?
That been Maya screaming white roses the whole time.
That's Larry Butts in the audience.
But it's fun shouting with everyone else. There has to be a hole somewhere in this testimony.
I agree, but do you have proof that makes something stick?
All we can do is try, Nick. Try. We've got to find something useful.
What the heck is wrong with Maya?
Alright, time to go to work. Feel sad. So you're only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you think I really would have let something slip by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention. Directed at one area, I suppose.
Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was standing at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
You represent Von Carva later in the game. Like you do Edgeworth. I just wondered if the segment was just going to be the first game, but with different characters.
I can't spoil it for you by answering that question.
About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it?
Indeed. What time was it? Phoenix?
What time was... What? Ow!
It was 10:10 p.m.
Oh, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right, because that's the time when I saw Max on the scene.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, and you say good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. We all know about your little performances, Judge.
I don't even know what a water bottle is.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. It's not comedy. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Matt so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Well, if I was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow!
Maybe you should think before. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. You did your first trial.
There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I just give it a shot.
Witness will resume his testimony.
You have to prove that he was mean to him.
The hat, then. Oh, wait, yeah.
He hit him over the head with the bottle, I think, didn't he? If you would presume that. I don't know if he hit him over the head with the bottle. Why would you be nice to someone after you do that? Yeah. Trillo! Is it not true that you had a fight with Mats the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting plonked over the head. Clonk.
Ah!
That morning, Ted got clonked over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Ah!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
just full of people like randomly screaming.
Oh, still a bit delayed.
Exactly.
Well, OBS window's a little bit more delayed. That's what I was looking at, so. Truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet with this lewd would just say good evening to his rival.
Wah!
Are you saying this witness is lame? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. You explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night.
I don't know.
Just don't say we're with us.
It could be any one of these. Or it could be these two. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica.
Isn't there no hardcore evidence that he actually greeted him? Like we're just running off of.
Yeah, but he said
Yeah, but can't he just say I don't know, it just seems like it's a stretch to say it couldn't have been Max, just because in one of his testimonies he said he greeted him.
That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain to me who it was Trillo saw that evening then?
I'll say it's the monkey again, aren't you?
I mean, he literally did see the monkey. He admitted to it.
The monkey walks by with a fur cat.
Exactly. The monkey steals things and the hat is shiny. It all matches up.
The monkey was trying to frame Max.
Exactly.
It was gumshoe, I bet.
Yeah, it was good. He was Mo the Clown.
Regina.
I don't think so.
Or the victim.
I'm going with Mo. This is the person that the witness felt the need to greet that night.
How about it, Mr. Quist?
How about you stop asking me these ridiculous questions? You can show me all the crappy pictures you'd like. There's not one I wouldn't greet. What the heck are you doing, Woodman? You better not say, Trillo, watch your mouth. Well, okay. Sorry about that, Trillo.
Order! Order! There will be order in my courtroom! Mr. Wright.
Sounds like he's about to announce a dance.
Oh, no, I've done it.
You better rethink this line of questioning before I lose my patience with you, Mr. Wright. Now, who was it? Who done it?
No. Are you sure? Present the victim.
Fine. Consider the ill temper of this witness. There's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina! It's Regina, right? She's so cute!
I'm not showing you her picture.
But I want to see!
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell. If it was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct?
No.
Answer the question, Mr. Quest.
Oh no! Oh no!
How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man.
Me?
But, once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem though is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, Mr. Russell Berry?
Find out tonight on SmackDown.
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now.
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and the white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak? Anyone could wear them.
White roses!
What was that?
Well, the witness endlessly repeated.
She just noticed the giant crowd.
Well, the witness says he has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, we really know that it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one.
that is very unfortunate. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that the witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but
But
who was the person? Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Ah!
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
okay. Court will take a 10-minute recess. I think I'm coming down from my high. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
To be continued. Next time on Insanity 2!